Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Thursday, and of course that means we're on the downhill slide toward the weekend now. Today is May the 9th, and I hope you had a great Wednesday. I hope you had a great hump day, and we're able to get over the hump of this week, and now we can start looking toward the weekend. We had a carnival at church last night to kind of celebrate the end of the year for the children's program, and anyway, it was a great time, just a fellowship, and there was a lot of fun for the kids and things. But anyway, now here it is. It's Thursday morning, and we have a brand new day in front of us. God has blessed us with the breath to breathe here on this Thursday morning. I hope this morning finds you feeling well and ready to tackle the day's opportunities that are before us. This morning, I'd like to share with you a devotional entitled "Here to Make a Difference." Even some liberal theologians don't believe it. The devil believes that that we are living in the end times. And so, he's stepping up his efforts. Now, Revelation chapter 12, verse 12 reminds us, it says, "The devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has little time." Now, in the Message paraphrase of the Bible, it puts it this way, that same verse. It says, "For the devil has come down on you with both feet. He's had a great fall. He's wild and raging with anger. He hasn't much time, and he knows it." The devil, as we've talked about, he's cunning. He hasn't much time, and he realizes that he sizes up his opponents, and he varies his attacks. His deceptions and employs accordingly. Now, sometimes he comes like a roaring lion, in all his depravity and wickedness. And then at other times, he comes more abruptly, or subtly, disguising, himself as an angel of light. And because he attacks in various ways, it's good for us to be familiar with his tactics. Now, writing to the believers there in Corinth, the Apostle Paul said in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 10 through 11, he said, "And when I forgive whatever needs to be forgiven, I do so with Christ's authority for your benefit, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes." Jesus, he told a parable in which he exposed, one of the ways that Satan works, which is through imitation. Specifically, it's one of the ways he will work in the end times. In the story, which, we call the parable of the wheat and the weeds, we see two plantings. First, a farmer goes out and he sows seed in his field, hoping for a good crop. But then something quite unexpected, even dastardly happens. The farmer's enemy plants bad seed right next to the good seed that the farmer just sowed. And the purpose is to uproot the good seed. Now, the word Jesus used for weed, was also known as the darnel seed. It initially looks like wheat, but it's not until the plant is fully grown that you realize it isn't wheat at all. This was a common crime back in those days. A competitor, would sow weeds so that someone else's crop would be worth less, and theirs would be worth more. In fact, it was such a problem that a specific law against it was on the books. And this illustration was something that Jesus' listeners would have understood immediately. But what does it have to do with us today? Well, Jesus, he went on to explain, this is in Matthew chapter 13, verses 37 through 39. He said, "The Son of Man is the farmer who plants the good seed. The field is the world, and the good seed represents the people of the kingdom. The weeds are the people who belong to the evil one. The enemy who planted the weeds among the wheat is the devil." You see, God He's calling us believers not to isolate, but to infiltrate, to influence our world around us. Of course, we don't want to be influenced in a bad way, but how about the idea that we influence the world around us, in a good way. You see, God has put His people in the culture to influence it and to make a difference. And that's what we as believers are supposed to do. God has planted us here on this earth, to be the good seed, to be the thing that influences the world. I'm afraid too many churches have allowed the world to come in and influence the church instead of the church influencing the community and the world around them. And so I pray that that's what we'd be. We would influence the people around us. So anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Thursday morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.